Hi, how are you?
I'm good.
I
I
can
wanted to
bear.
tell you my book came today.
Oh, yay!
Yeah, so excited. Thank you.
Oh, I'm glad it got there. I hope you enjoy it.
Right now, and looking and starting to read and getting ready to write. And
I love that. I love that. I can barely hear you. Um, I don't know if you're not close to your. Oop.
I'm short, and I have a shorter chair here.
Yeah,
There's
I'm
no
just trying.
head.
Well, I will turn my sound up then so that I can hear you better. I was just trying to get my camera set up.
Can you hear me better now?
Yeah, a little better now. Yeah,
All righty.
perfect. Oh, and so you decided to join us. That's great.
I figured, hey, you're gonna do some work. I just got my book. I wanted to let you know I got it, and I finally started to use a little bit of art supplies in the last couple of weeks because I haven't really done anything in months, years, just a deep depression. And
Yes, absolutely. It's so good for that. I'm completely yellow. I do. Oh, there we go. I was all yellow. Um, so yes, creating is one of the best things. It is totally what got me out of my depression
yeah,
and allowed me to move forward.
it's like this. My mother passed, and I painted all the time,
Yeah,
and I just kind of lost it then. And
yeah,
it was hard to do anything that actually even made me feel good because I kind of felt guilty.
yeah. For feeling good or being happy in something.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, yeah. I was very much like that when my husband died. And it was like anything that sort of made me feel good. I bought a new vehicle with some of the insurance money, and I hated that vehicle from the moment I got it. Right? Like it just,
yeah. I understand.
yeah. So it was one of the worst things I ever. Yeah. But once you can move through that, it takes time, though. It
I
takes
have
time.
every art supply known to man. My house is, I mean, I have a studio room, and I was an artist and taught art for 20 something years. So
Yeah.
everything from drawing to painting to clay on the wheel and enameling jewelry, and I just did everything. And from toddlers to 95-year-olds and homeschoolers. So, and then the last 14 years, I was a special ed teacher in school. So,
Yeah.
from a fine arts center to an inner city school setting. Um, and I used the art with the kids, but it was only just to use with them to teach and for like sensory input,
Yeah.
because they were very extremely handicapped, multi-handicapped, and medical fragile. I mean,
Yeah.
I had seizures every day, and kids stopped breathing, or just
Yes. Yeah.
tube feeding and diapers, and it was a whole lot of um, love, I think.
Yes. I volunteered at a center we had here. Well, we still have it. It's called the Nina Hegarty Center, and it's an art studio for special needs.
Okay,
And yeah, it was just one of the most rewarding things I ever did was volunteering there and working with their artists. Yeah.
and that's how I got into it. I was working at the Fine Arts Center and
Hmm.
taking a couple of the classes from Cleveland because I lived in Cleveland, Ohio then,
Yeah.
and took a couple of inner city classes into the center, and then a special school named PEP, which was a separate school that was for the very, very far gone little kids, and I had like a group of 9 year olds, 6 to 9 years old, that were all extremely autistic,
Yeah.
and I sat with them. I put my hands over their hands in the clay and pulled pots, and just to see them light up. I put paint on the table and just let them go at it. And you know, in their school, their art therapist gave them stickers to put on stuff. It's like, stickers is not an art project. I mean, give these kids you know, that was the thing. They weren't getting enough credit for what they could do.
Yeah, yeah. So true. So true. Hi, Diana. Hi, Kimber.
Hello.
Did you cut your hair, Kimber?
No, I actually just have it down. Normally I have it in a ponytail, but I have it down.
Okay. Because I'm like, yeah, it just looked different tonight. So.
Yeah, normally I have it thrown up this way.
Yes, that's what it is. Yeah.
And it's down tonight. Yeah. It's starting to cool off out here, so it's more comfortable to have it down.
No.
It was hot with it.
Not needed as much to be. We have Elaine with us tonight.
Hello, welcome.
She has joined us. She was part of the retreat. She was a guest for the retreat, and she won one of the creativity journals that I was giving away. So she just got it today. So that was exciting.
Yay.
Yeah.
That is exciting. What a perfect day too, like right on time for group.
Right on time for, yeah. I'm just gonna switch cameras again.
Weather's not bad today either, so.
There we go. All right, I'm gonna move over.
Have you heard from Karen at all?
I haven't. I actually sent her a message and she didn't reply. So I don't know if she didn't get it or if she's just been super busy.
Yeah, I know she was doing her volunteer work, so.
Yes. Elaine, we have a sort of a core group of people that join us, and Karen was one of them, but she's been missing for a few weeks because she's off doing volunteer work. So I keep thinking she's going to come back, but it hasn't happened.
Lost in the volunteer land.
Yes. So tonight, I'm just going to work in my art journal with the art prompt cards that we made. But whatever project you want to work on, or if you want to follow along, Elaine, you can do that. Dana, are you going to do the same thing, working with your?
Yes. No, I'm going to work with you, with your prompts.
Oh, you're going to work with my prompts, even better.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I realized when I put sealer on top, any of the pencil, the water-soluble pencil, of course it got really streaky and all over the place. I didn't even think of it. I was just quickly going and I was like, oh, well, that's a new look. So
Yeah. It didn't ruin them. They still look really beautiful.
Thank you. Did you end up finishing yours, Kimber?
I have not finished all of them. I do have a good chunk of them done. Tonight I have so many like little projects that I've started and haven't completed. So I'm kind of like, I have like 5 things kind of like just laid out. So I'm going to see what calls to me and I'm going to just dabble in a little bit of all of it. So.
I have a big set of prompts that I made in the Book of Days group.
Yes.
Journal prompts, and we do a journal jam every Monday afternoon.
Dinah, was it you that was telling me about that one too?
Yeah, because she used to do them on little strips of paper.
Right.
And I was like, why don't you just put them on a note card and cut it in half, or make them small, mini flashcard size. And they were like, duh. So now everybody made their prop cards, and we had her list, and then we all added in our own. And then we put them on like the backs of fancy papers, and then tape them all, and then put the words or whatever it was.
Yeah.
And we do that every Monday, so I'm into that.
Oh, nice. Yeah. I think I'm going to put some scrapbooking paper on the back. I was going to paint them gold, but I've got too much on some of them. Some of them are too messy. So.
And then you can gloss over the scrap paper to make them sturdier.
Well, and yes. Once I
Yeah.
put it on there, yes, absolutely. All right. So I'm starting with a blank page. I rarely do that. I usually start with a journaling page, but I'm going to start with a blank page today. And let's see. Should we start with just creating a background ourselves first, or should we dig right in?
Dig right in.
Yeah.
Right. All right. Okay, this one seems to want. Add a found object. Oh, that's a hard place to start. Should I pick a couple to start with?
It's your prompt.
Well, work with me, people.
Well, I'm using different size lids and the spice container lid from last week.
Okay. All right.
That's a good idea.
The hawk feather that I found.
Oh, that's very cool.
So I'm not gonna put it on there. I'm gonna paint it.
Oh, that's a nice idea.
It would make a cool paintbrush to kind of.
Yeah.
Well, this is funny because I just found this book of quotes that I have no idea where they came from, but I literally just found it. So I think I'm going to use one of these stickers from the book of quotes to start with, even though that seems like an odd place to start.
Cards are speaking to you. It's like your tarot reading.
Yeah, that's exactly it. Exactly it. Well, I kind of like the way that looks. All right. So now, I find whenever one gets stuck in my hand, that's the one. Add book text.
Oh.
That was one of the things I did not grab. I'm going to grab some. What do I have? Ah, there we go. I have this great old dictionary and I almost feel guilty, except it was already missing pages when I got it.
I always feel bad tearing a page out of a book.
Yes, me too. And especially old books. I love old books.
Yeah.
But there's all, and I've used it quite a few times now. I'm just gonna actually,
AARP magazine.
There you go.
all right, what have I got here?
How I kind of got to the point of where I was able to use a book is I gave it to my daughter and I said, do you think you could tear a page out for mommy? So then I didn't feel as bad, like the guilt didn't hit me that I ripped the book. And then she ripped a bunch of pages out for me and she ripped some in little pieces and now I have like book page confetti. And so it worked. Then I don't feel as guilty about ripping the book.
Yeah, exactly. Because yeah, it's I don't even write in books. Like even when I was in university, I had a hard time like even highlighting.
Oh, I don't have a problem with that.
All right. That medium here. I was smart enough to open it before we started tonight, so I wasn't struggling. And it was not easy to open, so I'm glad I did that. All right, so what was everybody up to this week?
Not a lot. Hubby's still home. He goes back to work next week. Yay!
I know you love them to have holidays, but then it's like, okay, enough already.
Yeah. And because we can't do anything, you know, it's just like, oh.
Yeah, it's just here. It's just in the way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, well, my partner's a teacher and has been home for 6 months. So went back to school this week. So that was kind of, you know, I really loved having her home, but then I also really love having the house to myself. So I've been, today I made turkey and I made wontons to make wonton soup tomorrow. And
Nice.
got a bunch of work done. I feel motivated.
It's amazing what a little alone time will do for you.
Exactly.
I too have been trying to acclimate kind of back into normal life. I'm doing my internship for my clinical mental health right now. And I
Right?
actually have to like be there, which is very strange. Like, because I work from home, we went completely virtual, and now they, the counseling center I'm with does in person because it does. We work mostly with kiddos, adolescents, and so to do art therapy, you really need the more hands-on experience in clinic. So that's been an interesting adjustment for me.
Yeah, and are you doing like mask wearing and social
Yeah.
distancing and all of that? Good.
Yep. Yes.
Yeah.
Which does make it a little easier. It's
Yeah.
also harder at the same time. Like
Absolutely.
I had a 3-year-old today. How do you get a 3-year-old to keep a mask on? Kept chewing on it, like pulling it down.
Aw,
Yeah, that's not quite. Eh,
not
but
quite.
Something inside that they could chew on.
Yeah. Oh. I am drinking water tonight. What's everybody drinking?
Coffee.
Just water.
And my iced coffee.
I have chamomile tea.
Oh, good. So you did get a drink tonight, Kimber. Because
Yes, I did. I remembered.
what did you say you were drinking?
Leftover iced coffee.
Oh, nice. Okay. What time is it in the world for you?
It's 9 o'clock here.
Okay.
I'm
And
in
Kimber, it's
Indianapolis.
8 o'clock for you?
So Elaine, where are you from?
I'm in Indianapolis.
Okay, I'm in Nebraska, Omaha.
Oh.
So
And Diana, it's 11 a.m. tomorrow.
yeah.
Haha, it's today. Sorry. It's not tomorrow.
It's kind of funny. I was talking to a couple of women in Australia on the evening of the 31st for me. So it was the morning of the 1st of September for them. It's now fall for me. You guys are going into spring. It was
We are in spring, yeah.
so it's like, oh my goodness. It was just this like, wow, look at what the world does. Okay, I'm picking another card. And yeah, it's so, the internet allows us to do so much. Oh, whoop, whoop. Okay, this one sticks. Add a word. Oh, this is really about words today. Holy, okay, add a word.
Does that mean you have something to say?
Maybe I don't even know it. All right. Ooh, that takes some thinking. Add a word. Just gonna sit in it for a moment. And the word gold keeps coming back again and again. And I don't know if it's because this is the G part of the dictionary or if it was something I need to know. So I'm going to use gold to write gold. Let's see. I might need glasses for this. Ooh. Elaine, we often go through periods of silence where we're concentrating. It's kind of funny.
That's
Yeah.
we do on Mondays too.
Yeah.
And the one leader, Effie, she's from up in London, Ontario. She'll wear her earphones. She's leading the group, but sometimes she'll just start singing away with the music.
Oh, that's too funny. Yeah.
We don't mind. She sings good.
Well, lucky for you, I will not start singing. No, I don't think you'd want that. Oh, I kind of like that. I'm going to add a little more gold in some places too. I feel inspired even though it didn't say it. Breathe, that's a good word.
I had my yoga class at 5 to 6.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Doing a chair yoga for like 8 weeks now. And I feel so bad, so much better.
I love yoga.
I can't get on the floor or anything because of my,
Yeah.
but they have to get a truck to pick me up. But
Oh, I'm not good at getting on the floor either.
I can do it in the chair. And my good friend in Cleveland teaches it. So we Zoom every week.
Oh, nice, nice. Yeah. Diana and Kimber, what word did you choose?
Mine's Style Beyond.
Oh, all right.
I have a drawer with words and that's what came out. So.
Oh, sneaky. All
I
right.
like that idea. Just having. I am actually working on a painting, so I'm not adding words, but
Yeah.
So I've had this one. I've got a little bit more to go on it, but I'll show you my little.
Oh wow.
Okay. Yeah.
Here, so
Yeah.
that's kind of what I'm doing. But I'm very intrigued by the cards. I might actually pull them out and finish them tonight once I kind of get to a stopping point. You can only do so much with watercolor, and then I have to take a break, or I start to make a muddly mess.
Yes.
I know that feeling. So I got stencil, and so I'm just looking at my stencils here to see what I want to.
Oh, cool.
I feel like this one is. Use that one. So as easy as it is to, like, I have all my stencils hanging on one nail on the wall, so really handy, except for you have to go through them all to get to one that you want to use.
Yep.
Yeah. All right, there we go. I think I'm going to use this one. And let's see what kind of brush do we have here. And now, do I want to do ink or do I want to do? I might do both. I'm going to try ink first. Is it just me or is there a funny sound somewhere?
Yeah, this kind of like a hum.
It's a funny sound.
Yeah, okay, so it's not just me.
Let me turn my sound on and see if it's me.
Oh, maybe. Yeah, is it gone now?
Me?
Oh, no.
No, there, it's back.
I wonder if it's my fan.
Oh, maybe.
Make a noise in here, but
I wouldn't worry about it. I was just curious if it was just me that was hearing it. Yeah, it probably is fan or something. I've just been having so many problems with Zoom. I'm never sure if it's only me or other people or who knows. Yeah. So, 'cause, 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 ' All right, now I think I'm gonna try some pink too. I tried to pick some colors that I don't normally use to have on my desk tonight, so we'll see how that.
Prompt cards. Use a color you don't normally use.
Yes, yeah.
That is a good prompt.
Or your least favorite color.
We might have those in here actually, now that you say that. I seem to recall that being a thing.
I think I wrote down one of mine as pick at random. It's like,
Yeah.
just reach in and grab. Because I have all my paints in a bucket, so I just close my eyes and go in.
That's even scarier. I have to pre-choose because I've got them on the other side of the room. But this weekend, my friend is coming to help me redo my office, and I'm super excited.
It'll be fun. I actually, as you can see, I'm in a different place tonight. I actually have taken time to finally set up, I'll say with air quotes, my table and stuff for my art studio. So I'm in my basement. Normally I sit at the kitchen table. So I actually have access to all of my stuff tonight. I'm really excited about it.
That is, yeah. You were on the couch last week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
That's really
it's nice to have a space, even though it's a mess.
Yeah,
And
it is. I only have a small space, but I love having it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have like half of the basement, although, I mean, I don't need that much space. Most of it's all boxes and stuff that I still have to like organize and go through.
Yeah.
From when I moved earlier this year, I just kind of, it's like the stuff that doesn't matter to be put away. So it just kind of sits there.
Yes. I understand that.
Some of it's like decorations and things like that. I'm like, oh, maybe I'll get some of that out. Then after I put it out, I can put it away somewhere for the rest of the year.
Yeah. Just trying to clean a little bit of the paint off my stencil. I try to remember to clean them. I usually forget. So.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's mostly that. All right, there we go. All right, stencil. On to the next thing. Let's see what we've got. All right. Kind of like this way of doing things. Takes the pressure off of me.
A lot less thinking involved.
Yes, add circles. Okay, well I have this lid. I think I'm gonna stamp some circles on. I really like that. So I'm gonna use some gesso. Another thing I like. Now remember to go off the edge this time. That's the thing, I always forget to go off the edge, and then I have a very clear whitish edge wherever. Trying to remember.
I'm just as bad at that.
Yeah.
Janine.
Hello.
Are you here too?
I am.
Oh, good. I didn't see you.
Oh,
Yeah, we went away again just for a couple of days.
Oh,
We're just doing that every now and again.
whenever you can.
Yeah, and they're sort of promoting go out and
Explore.
just support. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
it's good.
that is good. Because I sure wouldn't want to be traveling right now.
No,
So have you been here long? Did I miss you? Or did you just
no,
join?
a few minutes, but that was all right. I was busy getting stuck into my thing. So
We're just playing with the art journal cards.
yeah,
So, all right. I think that's enough circles for right now.
How many cards did you end up with?
I ended up with 32 because I had 4 sheets that I cut into 8. I'm like, did I? Yes, I had 4 sheets that I cut into 8. So I ended up with 32. Yeah. And then I've got more cards because I had actually, on the retreat, I had done affirmation cards. So I do have some different ones here that I haven't done anything with yet.
Oh, those are really cool.
I did put, like this one's different scrapbooking papers, and then I added some ink to it. And then I even put some rounded corners on those ones.
Yeah, I like the rounded corners.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, it
it's
was
nice.
that gave me
Got
that.
a hole puncher that does that.
Yeah, the punch, I have a punch for it. And I always forget about it, but Diana had done it to her cards, and I was like, oh, I have that.
Yeah, I have one of those. I almost never use it.
Yeah, exactly. So those ones haven't been done yet, but those are for my affirmations.
I like them.
Circles are done. So let's see what's next. Whatever gets stuck in my hand. Oh, add squares. Well, this is not very original. All right, well, I don't want to do the same thing. I wonder if I should just draw them. What kind of squares do I was going to stamp using the bottom of my stamp pad, but I think I want to do something different. Actually, I might do some paper pieces cut into squares. I'll actually cut it instead of ripping it, which is what I normally do. This is actually paper towel that I used when I was creating the cards. So it's got ink and paint and let's see if I can make them actually look like squares though. Squares have straight edges. Oh my Lord, you'd think I could cut a straight line. It seems to be. Okay, well, it's the essence of a square. Will not be too judgy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had to say, challenge your perfectionism. Let it be.
Yeah, I definitely. All right, I think I'm going to add these squares. Yeah, the most basic of shapes, but you know. Ooh, it sounded like one of my shelves was about to fall down. I'm like, no, not yet. Tomorrow we're taking everything down.
it's just eager.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm afraid of actually, because I'm like, that didn't sound good. We'll see. Hopefully it stays up for the length of that we're here tonight.
Has it fallen down before?
Nope, never.
Huh.
Sounded like something let go.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Hmm.
It looks okay.
Maybe it's because I said let go.
That's
It
right.
didn't mean the shelf. I'm into perfectionism. It took me too literal.
That's right. Well, if it comes down, at least I have a plan because I'm fixing it, this weekend, but I really would prefer it didn't fall down because then that requires fixing walls and fixing items. Yeah. And this is the week for change. We ordered our new fridge and stove.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, because everything's dying. Everything's dying.
Does it?
Yeah. I'm hoping the washer and dryer is going to make it a few more years, but because our condo is 18 years and the appliances are original.
All right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Not bad. They got a good life to them then. They lasted for a while.
But then, of course, everything dies at once.
Oh, yes.
Yes. It does that everywhere, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's like they get together and have a meeting. Like, okay, so we're going to do this on September. Everybody ready?
Yeah. It is like that.
It's on their Google Calendar.
That's right.
Yeah.
I want some smaller squares. I think some of these are too big.
Oh, that looks really cool. They're very sheer.
Well, I had the paper towel is like a 2-ply, so I pulled them apart so that it wasn't. It is quite sheer, but it's got quite a bit of color, the gold and the other inks and paints. Oh my goodness, I cannot cut a square if my life depended on it. Oh well, whatever it's supposed to be is what it's supposed to be.
Too true.
That's the great thing about an art journal. It is what it is. There we go. Yeah, this is what it needed, some smaller ones. So I take it everybody got tonight's Zoom link, all right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
last week it disappeared on me and I had to go into the email to get in. I couldn't find it.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
It was not in my past meetings. It was not in it just stopped existing. So I was like, okay, well, I guess we're starting over. Because I had it set up till the end of the year.
Right.
So I have no idea what happened.
I think it has a mind of its own.
Zoom
Just-
definitely does right now. Zoom has been very questionable.
I wonder if it correlates with that, because the week before was when you had issues with the recording. You lost it, right? So I wonder if it correlates with that.
Oh, the timing. That's a really good point. I wonder if it all sort of happened at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the email I just sent automatically because I had it set up. So I didn't look for it. So that's a good point. It might have all disappeared at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe your Zoom like reset itself.
Yeah, well, yeah, because I did have some other things show up. And I'm like, I canceled those.
Mm.
So that's a good point. It must have done some sort of reset. Technology, very helpful until it's
Yes.
not.
Yes.
No, I need one more square in here. I thought I was done there, but I'm not. I see a spot. Let's see if I can cut this over. Square-ish. Right here.
So I very quickly this week put my table together. I did not do a good job.
No.
Just didn't write. It's like super wiggly. Like I can't even write a word, and it's like, oh, good Lord. This is going to be a problem.
At least you did it. That's a good thing.
Yeah, it's ready. I'm going to have to, I think, flip it over and see what I did because it is really wiggly.
Yeah, it might need to be tightened, or it might need something under one leg or something. So
Yeah, it's got like an X on the bottom, and then it just like fits into the top. So there's like the top has like grooves cut into it. So I'm wondering if one side is like in and the other side might not be, because it's not shaking like up and down like this. It's shaking like this.
then that's
Oh, right.
It's the top, not so much the legs, I think. That or it's sitting weird on the carpet or something. I don't know. This is one of the first nights I've like sat long enough to do something at it. So I'm like, okay, we're gonna have to do something different here.
right. So I have add a quote, and I sort of did that with my found object, but I'm going to see, what do I want? Because I've got these quote sheets, so. I think this one. See, if Karen was here, she would make one up for me.
Yes.
I missed that.
Karen, we need a Karenism.
That's right. We need a Karenism. Walk beside me and be my friend is the quote I chose. Sorry, Diana, you were just going to say?
No, just saying we need a Karenism.
Yeah.
So, and she just join us for that. That's all. Put it in the comments for later.
That's right. Yeah, I'll have to reach out again. I wonder if my email didn't go through or something. Because she's usually really good about responding. All right. Diana, do you need a moment to get a quote on there?
Nope, I'm good.
Okay. Janine, did I ask you what you were working on? Are you doing the same as us?
I'm just doing a bit of abstract painting.
Okay, okay.
I'm just doing that.
Oh, just a second.
Just drawing.
That's what we're doing.
You always have so many colors.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah, I'm just drawing. Yeah, and I'm doing a bit of the collage as well. So a bit of both.
All right, perfect. And Elaine, did you get a quote on yours?
Yes, I have an artist is an explorer wearing rose-colored glasses.
Oh, I love that. All right, let's see what's next. Use a white pen. Oh, I don't know if I have enough color on here yet. All right, use a white pen. Let me see if I can get one of my gels to work. They have not been working for me. Nope, not that one. Oh, this one might. All right. Nope, I might have to try a paint pen. I'm really liking these little squares of the paper towel. Like that. Okay.
Yeah, it's really beautiful. It's like
It's
transparent
sheer,
color.
a little bit of texture, and it's got a nice mix of color. Oh, there we go. All right, so I have white pen. Let's see what we can do here. when I talked to you last week, I think I mentioned I was going to be interviewing Leonie Dawson this week.
Yes.
And I did. We had a great conversation. So I don't think it'll be next week's podcast, but I think I might bump it up to the week after.
Cool.
I'm excited. Yeah, we just had a really great conversation. Elaine, do you know Leonie Dawson?
I've heard the name, but I've heard so many names. Like,
Yeah, that's fair. She's a creative that built an empire, multi-million-dollar empire on her creativity. And she does what does she call those books? The Shining Year, My Shining Year workbook. So she's a business one and a life one.
Okay.
Yeah. And she kind of walked away from it all and now is sort of back to part-time. So yeah. So we actually talked about, because I typically, I don't know if you listen to my podcast, but typically we talk about healing with creativity. And we talked about everything from Black Lives Matter to the LGBT community, standing up for people, how we can use creativity in different ways. It was a great conversation.
I haven't listened to it yet, but sounds great.
Yes, well, I'm going to release it probably not this week, but the next one after. So that would be I don't even know what day it is. Today is the 3rd, so that would be the 11th. Does that sound right? No, that doesn't sound right. 16th.
I think 16th, yep.
That's probably when I'll release it. Because we had her scheduled for October, but it was too good. I got to move her. Up.
I love that. They're all really good. I really like your podcasts.
Oh, I'm glad. It's really amazing to be able to talk to so many people.
It's nice, isn't it?
And people all over the world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Yeah. I really love that part. Okay. So, I'm going to put a little more on the blue. There we go. All right. White pen on. Next. What's next? Ooh, this one. Ooh, add fabric. Huh. Okay, let me see what I got. Oh, I have a little bit of purple from when I did my heart. I sewed a heart. Mended a heart. So I have a little bit of purple. Oh, well, that's good that it will semi-match. I think. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna actually cut a heart, I think. I'm gonna do. Now that I had that idea. Easier said than done with fabric. There we go. Where do I want to put that? Maybe there. Strange to not start with the paint, right? To start with all the other things. I usually start with paint, maybe some paper, but I usually start with paint. And I haven't even gotten really to paint, other than a little bit in the stencil. All right. Diana and Elaine, did you have some fabric you could add?
No, I'm thinking maybe some ribbon. That'd be about the
Oh,
only
that's
thing.
fabric-y, yeah. And Diana, for you?
Really
Yes, I had some already made up, but apparently they're missing, so I'll just make another one.
Oh, you had a little bit of everything ready.
I have everything everywhere all the time, yes.
Oh. Yeah. I'm actually kind of liking this, even though it's different and not how. I'm going to do one more heart, I think, a little one.
Well, it doesn't say you just have to do one. You could do multiples.
Yeah, exactly.
You're the boss.
I am. There we go. All right. All right, there's that one. Need a little more. Normally I pour out way too much matte medium and then I'm like, oh, darn, I'm wasting it, but tonight, not enough. Right, there we go. Okay, so that's the fabric. Oh. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Ooh, add yellow. I don't want to add yellow.
Oh, you don't like.
All right, well,
Gold is yellow.
that's true, that's true. I'm looking at,
You're the boss.
yeah, I think this is sort of a goldy yellow. I'm gonna do this one. All right, not so horrible. I love the idea of taking the decision making away. I mean, you still get to decide where and how, but it's like,
Yes.
yeah.
I'm gonna turn my sound down because I'm gonna use my heat gun.
Okay. Actually, you know what? The yellow's not horrible. All right.
Oh, it fits in there.
Yeah, it does actually.
Because there's like a little bit of like a yellow orangey hue in your paper as well as in the paper towel you used.
Yeah. Yeah. And the old, what do you call these things? Dictionary
Yeah.
pages.
Yeah, the paper, that's what I meant. Yeah, the dictionary pieces.
Yeah. Not. So it's not as bad as I thought it was going to be.
Yellow.
Yeah.
Yeah, color pencil. Watercolor pencil.
Watercolor pencil. Yeah.
Ink.
Just
Gelato.
a little bit. I might actually, quite often I just use the watercolor pencils because they're handy, but I might actually add a bit of water to it to blend it in a little bit more. Where else? I feel like I need some up here. All right. I'll add a bit of water. That might have been a bit more than I needed, but there we go. right. There we go. All right, yellow. Oh, we need a little more over here, I think. Shoot. Need to balance it out somewhere right about here. There we go. All right. I have added yellow. Next. How are you guys doing? Are you caught up?
All good.
Excellent. Okay, so next, flowers. Oh, I wouldn't have thought that one either. Okay. Flowers. How do I want to do that? Oh, you know, I have some great scrapbooking paper. I might use flowers from that.
Right. Somebody should put the lid on the gel medium properly.
I've been very, actually, I'm going to use this napkin.
There you go.
Just a regular napkin, but I'm going to take it apart. I'm going to get just the one layer.
I love that idea so much. I need to keep, like, maybe take a note or something like that to go and get some, because every time you use a decorative napkin, I'm like, why do I not have any? I should have a plethora of napkins.
Exactly.
I have plenty of tissue paper, but the napkins just have designs on them. They just have something, you know, more to them.
Like, I get them at the dollar store. Like, I don't have
Love the dollar store.
good money on it, right? I just, all right, so flowers, I think I'm going to choose these pink ones. Put around them. Not worrying too much about how close I get. Yeah, I really like the napkins. I actually, we were, and now not, but we were getting married this December. We've now put it off to next December. And I'm making ornaments as the gift, I guess, the, you know,
Yep.
this, I don't know, is it wedding swag? I don't know what we call it anymore. Favors, that's it. Favors.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got married in the 80s the first time, so you know, like it's so yeah, the favors. I'm making ornaments, and I have rice paper napkins and glass balls, and then I take the rice paper napkins and do like a collage over the glass ball, and then
very
when it's still wet, put a like a shimmery holographic fine glitter on it. They're so pretty, so pretty. And then tie it with a nice ribbon. And because we're getting married at Christmas, it just kind of makes sense.
Yeah, that's a really clever idea. Very cute.
All right, I'm gonna do one more flower, I think, because I don't want an even number.
Ready someplace special?
There we go.
What did you say, Elaine?
Is the wedding someplace special?
Oh, well, the wedding was supposed to be at a local restaurant here. It's actually a bakery cafe, and it's the cutest little place. But yeah, we don't want to kill off our family, so you know, we decided. But we had, the worst thing is, like, we just had finished all of the planning right before COVID hit. So like literally everything was done. And then we're like, oh yeah, well this will be over soon. It'll be fine. It'll be over. Nope. Nope. So last month or this, no, yeah, in August we said, yeah, I think we're just going to cancel it this year. We'll try again next year.
And we did on our 25th anniversary,
Oh, wow.
and now it's 32 years. So
That's awesome.
we went up to Maine and was on the rocks at Booth Bay Harbor and at
Oh,
the time.
That must have been pretty. Yeah. Yeah, it's and I'm okay with it because weddings are expensive, and so if we have an extra year to, I mean, we had everything taken care of, but an extra year not to worry about things.
Sure.
Yeah.
And you'll enjoy it more, won't you?
Yeah, I definitely wouldn't enjoy it this year, not after
No.
everything. And it's not even after everything. That's the worst part, right? We're still in the middle of everything.
During it, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll be too worried about everything, so.
And it's a small venue. Like it holds 80 people and we were inviting 70.
Yes.
So it's not a very big place, and yeah, it's just not good. So it's like, no, we'll wait.
Yeah,
Not
that's
in
good.
Very smart of you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody has their flowers on?
Yep.
Okay. Next. Oop, I've got two just. Oop. Oh, darn it. Add a face. That's the one I was like, no, please don't let that come up. All right. Let's think about this. Where am I?
You don't have to draw a face. You could use a sticker or a stencil or a piece of magazine or something.
Oh, I kind of like the magazine idea. Let me see what I've got. I was thinking, yeah, because I was thinking about size and space, right? Oh, maybe something like this would work. What else do I have? I really do need to bring up some more of my magazines because right now all I have is like some travel ones. Oh wait, there might be. What have I got in here?
I always take the time after I'm done reading my magazine to go through it and cut out the pieces I like. And so I just have like a box, like one of those, I don't know, like a filing drawer thing that I have like backgrounds, faces, animals, plants, and buildings. And so then if I want something like that, I just open my drawer and go through it. Because I use a lot of that in my, because I do that junk journaling a lot. And so I use a lot of that pieces from magazines. And then if I have any scraps, I have like a scrap box. I have a shoe box that I throw them in, and then I use that to like make a collage background of just layers of random.
Mm-hmm. I have like a box that I keep all my scraps in, like all my scrap paper. And I found this. It's from a calendar, and this was us. We had a big water fight, and so I'm like, oh, that's a good memory. I think I'm going to use this one.
So this is why I don't have a drink with us. I almost just drank my paint water.
Oh.
Done this so many times.
I know.
What?
Well, and it's in a little glass jar, and I don't know.
When I was in college, we were constantly grabbing our cup to take a sip of our coffee, but it was our paint.
Yep.
Yeah.
We moved to a big giant Maxwell House can for the for the paintbrushes, so I drank it so many times green.
Yeah, last week I forgot my water and I had my paintbrushes already, but I had a glass of water to drink, so it just became my paint water. I'm like, well, I guess I'm just gonna. That's a good idea, though, if you use something very different, not a cup. because this is like an old jam jar.
Yeah, I'm using a jam jar to,
Yeah. I like it because I can see when my water's dirty.
yep.
Having it clear makes it a lot easier.
And I can put a lid on it when I'm done so I don't knock it
Yeah.
over accidentally.
Oh, that's a good idea. I don't have my lid. Okay, I think I'm done with this one.
Trying to cut around everything. Yeah, it was a calendar that a friend made because there was a group of us that used to hang around together all the time. And so that year for Christmas, she made us a calendar.
That's cool.
Oh,
Yeah.
Cover up one of my hearts, but I think I'm all right with that. No, I think I want it on this side. It's going to cover up my word gold, so I might have to rewrite that, but I think I'm going to put it here. Yeah, a friend of ours, not anyone in this picture, was she lived on this green belt. So behind her place was this large green belt, and so we got into this huge water fight.
they're fun.
I know, like as adults, right? And it's like, how often do you do things like that? I sure don't do it enough anymore. We used to do stuff like that all the time, but yeah.
When I was in my 40s, I used to have water fights with the little girl next door.
Oh,
We had to stay on our porch with our hose, but you couldn't get off your porch.
I like that one.
We had so much fun.
Yeah.
And then Penny would come out and holler at me, and her mom would come out and holler at her, and you know, we had fun.
They were just jealous.
I used to live in a cul-de-sac, and anytime we'd water the front yard, we would hear the kids out there. So, you know, it wouldn't be like 10, 15 minutes and we'd start to hear some kids yelling. So then my husband and I would go get our water guns and we'd stand, because like we had a split level house. So it was like not a full like second floor. It was kind of like a floor and a half. And so we would open up the windows and shoot them from the windows while they're running through the sprinklers. It was such good fun.
That's awesome.
So which one is your partner?
Sorry?
Larissa, which one's your partner?
Oh, none of these ones.
Okay.
These ones were just friends that we had been having fun with.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh.
That's a good place for it.
Yeah, I like it. I like it. And the funny thing is, I don't really talk to either one of these people anymore. So it's kind of a good reminder of the times we used to have, right? Yeah, it's funny.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to rewrite my word gold because I think that had some meaning that I'm not too sure about.
Friendship is gold.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know where I want to put it though. I might have to do it on top because I feel like it needs to be on the photo. And that is wet right now. So I think I'm going to wait until that strikes. I feel like that's where it needs to go. All right. What's next? Oh, look at the time. Good grief.
I know.
Every
It
time.
just goes.
Oh, splatter. I love splatter. Okay. Finally, I'm like, that's a fun one. What are we going to use for splatter? I want to use paint, ink. I think I might use acrylic ink.
What I'm using. Gold acrylic ink.
Oh, if I can get the lid off. Love it. See, splatter's fun. Well, this is definitely not what I would have created without the cards. So that's super fun.
It is. It turned out really awesome.
Yeah, I'm actually quite liking it. All right. Making quite a mess.
Trying not to hit my keyboard with my splatter.
I know. Well, I was just like, I have the cards over here. I was trying not to hit them because but I got it all over me. Okay, I'm going to do one more card. One more. Yeah. We actually did quite a few.
This was fun.
Diana, did you get all of your themed cards done?
Yes.
Yeah. What did you do for themes? Like I came up with some, but I'm just kind of stumped.
I went with very random stuff because I went with, first I was going to do the usual, type things. And then I went, no, you know what? They need to be random so then the cards can fall where they lay, so to speak. So I got freedom, happy place, symbols, ocean, a landscape, family, strength, travel. Whoa, that just went in the wet paint. Oops.
Oh, those are
Bright and sunny, birds, go to the dark side.
Ooh,
And home.
love that.
love it. Inside, they have cookies. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah,
Cookies
so
and alcohol.
All right. My last prompt, scrape paint.
Ooh.
Do like an edge with scraped paint, but I'm just trying to decide on, maybe I'll do the blue.
Thank you for sharing, Diana. That's helpful because I had like rainbow, I had family as well. I did seasons, contrasting colors.
Yep.
So I'm like, I like those ideas. Thank you for sharing.
that's all right. I was doing those and I was thinking, no, those are more like pompy things. I want something that's more random.
Do
That I can-
email a copy of that?
Sorry?
Email a copy of that?
The the theme ideas.
Yeah.
No?
Do you want to? Do you? Oh yeah. You know what? I could probably pull them from the recording.
Yeah.
I was going to say they'll be in the prompt.
Yeah. So I'll add them. I'll add them to the email.
That would be awesome.
Yeah. That's a good idea actually,
Add some more to mine and
because those are good ones.
this is the first time I'm gonna scrape with paint.
It's exciting when you're doing something.
I haven't
There's
done
so many things to do. That's the problem. Well, it's good actually.
something for so long.
I am making quite a mess. Oops, stuck my finger in it. Got stuck. I left there too long.
That turned out really cool.
Yeah,
I like that. I like the scrape.
Mm.
I was kind of keeping notes of some of the cards you had that I don't have, and now I need to make more cards.
yeah. I still want to do some more cards too. Because I really enjoyed this tonight.
And I could send a list, Larissa, to you of the ones that I have.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
See what we have in common and uncommon that we could share.
Oh, yeah. That would be, yeah, if you wouldn't mind. And then
Not at all.
out the others, I'll.
Yeah.
All All right.
Can everybody share alike? Oh, I love it. This is the first time I've done something in so long.
Oh, that's so good. So good.
Yeah.
Right. I want to put my word back on, I think. I'm going to put it here. Oh, actually, I might put it here. There we go. I actually quite like this.
It's nice.
Yeah, considering it was completely random and, you know, it was in the cards.
Great.
So we did add a found object. And we did, that was the stickers because I had found those and I don't have any idea where they came from. Add book text. So that was my pages from the dictionary. Add a word. That was gold for me. Stencil. That was those blue stencils. Add circles, which I did with the stamping of the gesso with the cup. Add squares. Oh, right. I did that with the cutout used paper towel. Add a quote. Walk beside me and be my friend. Oh, and this is a friend one.
Ah, it all comes together.
It does all come together.
Mm.
Use a
That's
white
great.
pen. Can't see as much of it now, but there is still some. Oh, some squiggles and stuff. Add fabric, so that was the hearts. Add yellow, which I was bulking at, but you know what? It turned out well. Flowers, which I did with the napkins. Add a face, which I did with the friends. And then one more. Splatter, love the gold, and then scrape paint. I'm going to move back over so I can see everybody else's. Take the camera off. Oh, I have to move everything because I piled it all beside my computer, so I have no room now. Just a sec, I have to bring myself back. Oh, there we go. Okay, what did everybody else do? I love this part. Elaine, do you want to start?
Okay. Well, first one in years.
Oh, I love it. Oh, the feather.
Wow.
Very cool.
Word is
I
breathe.
love it.
Breathe is up here.
Yeah,
The feathers, the
Let
found
me see.
thing.
yeah,
Stencil is kind of a feathery thing behind the feather that I pushed back.
yeah.
And then brought square stencils for the squares.
Oh, good. Yeah, yeah.
I drew my face. I drew
Nice.
flowers in the
I see that.
circles.
Oh, I like that. Yeah, yeah.
Wrote this down there.
Okay.
Oh, that's super cool.
I love,
Very cool.
you know, we had the same prompts, right? We had the same prompts.
Very different.
Yeah.
The only other thing that I've really done, and this was my kind of it's a spacey
Oh, I like that. Okay.
play with dilution inks,
Okay, yeah.
and it's she hoops on Titan.
Okay.
I'm a huge basketball fan.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
My girl is a hooper on Titan.
Okay, I love that.
Those dilution inks are cool.
They are
Yeah.
cool.
Mm. Mm.
Yeah.
Very nice.
I'm glad to see that you're creating, Elaine.
Thank you, and I'm so happy for the book.
Oh, yes. Yeah, Janine, I don't think you were here, but Elaine won one of my creativity journals at the retreat. And so she just
Oh,
got,
great.
yeah, yeah.
Oh, great. Lovely. Very nice.
And Diana, do you want to show us yours?
All right, let's see. Oh,
Oh,
all
I have
right.
your owl too.
Oh yeah, I love the owl.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
There we go. Flowers.
Some of them.
Who's the picture of? Is that, it doesn't look
Just-
like,
No, just random people.
Oh, just random people. Just happy people. Okay.
Just happy people.
And this is
Very
my
nice.
fabric that I've
Okay.
stamped and then
Yeah.
put it in there. So yeah.
Oh, I like it. And your owl is super cute too.
Oh, thank you.
I love the owl.
I made a handbag the other day and I went, no, I need to actually paint something. So I just put paint down and splattered that down for a bit.
There we go.
And owl tattoo.
And Kimber, what did you finish your painting?
So I got a little bit further, but I'm waiting for it to dry a little bit more. So I just added more layers.
Yeah.
So I've got to do a little bit more on that. And then I'm going to add a quote on it. And then I went ahead and I finished my cards. So
Good.
I cut them and then I just used my acrylic pen.
Yeah.
So I have 40.
Oh, good.
So I had the index cards, the large index cards, like these big ones.
Yep.
So I cut them in 4 and I had 10 of them. And then I made one more real quick because I
Okay.
have a few more ideas that I got from you guys to add in here. And then I was started to I was going to go over them with, I started with Mod Podge and because I want to seal them so I can keep using them. But I think I have some self-sticking, what do you call it? I lost the word.
The
Laminate.
laminate.
Yeah. And I think that's what I'm going to do because, like you were saying, trying to keep them out of the way so you don't
Mm-hmm.
get dirty. So I think I'm going to do that and kind of seal them so that I can use them more. Then I can use them with my daughter too. I won't worry about them getting ripped, and they're not super sturdy on an index card. They're pretty.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I cut all of them out and now. So I'm really excited to do it like a
Yeah.
sit down and
That's awesome.
use them.
And Janine,
I have more to make. You guys gave me so many more ideas. I'm like,
I know. Send
Yeah,
me. I'll pull the ones that Diana mentioned tonight, and then Elaine will send some, and we'll get those out. Janine, what were you?
Well, I was just doing this.
Yeah, with your break.
Yeah, and then also that one there, but it's a bit like your it's got all the bits that you have except for a found item and a word in the end of. Yeah, so it's they're a bit similar, but I was just mucking around and trying something different.
I love it.
Yeah.
I enjoy these so much. I really do. So
Yeah.
thank you for joining me.
Yeah, it's good to experimenting.
Yeah.
And I've got these little
Yeah.
little things that I'll make into cards, I'll make some cards. Yeah, because that's really good too.
that's what I do. If I just want to do something quick, I'm into making bookmarks, and I send them out to my family. And so, I'll do. Let's see, I've got some finished one. I have a whole basket of them. So, I do a lot of these in watercolor. So this one says,
nice.
your future needs you, not your past.
I love that.
So I do a lot of these. I love them because it's something you can do really quick, or then I'll come in and add pen. Like this one has.
Oh, yeah.
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 And that can be
it's something I can do
using up your paint.
Oh,
Yep. Yeah, that's exactly what I use it for.
Oh, look at that.
The last weekend,
Elaine's feathers.
and then I make a bookmark. I put a
Mm-hmm.
floss string through, and then I put a few beads or something on them, and
Yeah.
I sent a few of them out. And some of my friends, they just really like, they have a good shimmery.
Oh, nice.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
These are really pretty.
And my one senior called me today. She goes, "I thought you were gonna send me a real feather." She's one of my old
That's beautiful.
She's 89 years old. She's so funny.
No.
Oh,
She's like, but she keeps, we send handmade cards back and forth, all of us.
Oh, nice.
Have a big stack of them all the time here. But yeah, it's what we do to do.
Oh, that's super sweet. Yeah, I love that. I love that. I used to be really big into sending cards on a regular basis, and then I just get so busy and I forget, right? And so I really should. Maybe we'll do card making next week so I can send somebody a card.
Good idea.
Card making.
that's nice.
Do it.
All right.
Come down. Yeah.
That'd be lovely.
That's my cleanup
Oh.
page.
Oh, see, yeah, that's
Oh, that's
I love cleanup
beautiful.
pages.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah. See, that's perfect.
And I'm chopping that up for backgrounds for cards to say
Yeah.
thank you.
Yes, yeah, this is,
Yeah.
I have one, I always have one standing that I just really
Yeah.
quick with.
Yeah.
And then when it
Yeah.
gets full enough, when it just looks right, that's what this one actually turned out. This one started as a watercolor for a wife, and I'm like, oh, I kind of like how that looks. So then I actually turned it into a painting.
Yeah.
It looks good.
It's so good, isn't it?
It
Yeah.
is. It's fun.
It's so
So-
healthy
It's
and
so
fun and messy.
Then I don't feel bad. Like I'm not wasting paint. I'm
Yeah.
actually
No,
using
that's-
it.
Well, and that's why I
Yeah.
keep my paper towels too, right? And because I quite often put them on my paper towel and then do that. So, yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
have a couple of those saved up too.
All right, I'm making myself a note that we're doing cards next week because you know me, I'll forget.
Oh, that's right. We'll remember.
Cards next week. Okay. I will see you next week then. And yeah, have a great week. Thank you for joining us.
You too.
Come back.
Thank
Yes.
you.
All right.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Are you a daily journaler? Do you want more creativity in your day? We have 2 great creativity journals to start your day with. One for people who already have a journaling practice, and one for people who are new to journaling. Both are an amazing way to start your day. Both make the perfect gift for a person in your life. Check out Have an Amazingly Creative Day and How Do I Have an Amazingly Creative Day? Both currently available on Amazon. Click the link below to purchase yours now.